Coach Freeze has made another hire, and that comes in the hiring of Jake Thornton for the offensive line coach at Auburn. And if you're wondering who that might be, because this is not a name I was familiar with, currently before being hired at Auburn, or I should say the past 2 seasons, Jake Thornton was the offensive line coach at Ole Miss. I'm not sure. I've been trying to look around, and I'm not sure what the connection is between Hugh Freeze and Jake Thornton other than the Ole Miss connection, but it does not look like they cross paths, or not that I can see at this time. If you want to know a little bit of history about Jake Thornton's coaching career, in 2016, he was at Western Carolina as quality control. That is his alma mater. In 2017, he actually was a graduate assistant at Alabama before going to Tennessee Tech for 2018 and 2019 as the run game coordinator and offensive line coach. He also did that same job, run game coordinator and offensive line coach, at Gardner Webb in 2020. And then in 2021 and 2022, he's been at Ole Miss as their offensive line coach. And now Hugh Freeze is bringing him on to do the same role, O-line coach at Auburn. So I was looking, and there's not a whole lot of information I could find on this guy. So I don't know. I honestly don't know if this is a good hire or not. He doesn't have a ton of coaching experience, but he at least does have some, and he has coaching experience at the offensive line position in the SEC. So I do think from that perspective, that's a good thing. Ole Miss has had a pretty decent offense the past couple of seasons, and I would assume that the offensive line has had some to do with that. Not all, but some. And it appears that outside of that, Jake Thornton also comes from a family of football players, at least his grandfather. His grandfather was Billy Shaw, who played guard for the Buffalo Bills, so that's something. He comes from a football family. But as far as coaching goes, he's a pretty young coach, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But the big thing that sticks out to me is Lane Kiffin's had a pretty decent offense. I don't know exactly how the O-line play has been, but I do know that his offense has been pretty prolific for the most part. And other than that, that's really all I can find. If you see anything else that I missed, please drop that down in the comments. I know that's not a ton of information, but that is what I have up to this point. If I get any more details, I'll be glad to give them to you. So like I said, I don't know if this is a huge hire. I can't tell if it's a home run hire or not, but you have to assume that Coach Freeze is doing the best he can to put together the best possible team. And I think the big positive to draw from this is that we are getting an offensive line coach who has experience in the SEC, and more than anything is not Will Friend. That's what matters here, let's be honest. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, and as always, I appreciate you watching on War Eagle. You know, I probably should have said my usual outro. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.